Very good morning. Welcome back to the class. Let us see some more questions in matrices chapter. Some more questions. The question is, if A and B are symmetric matrices, symmetric matrices of the same order, then show that AB is symmetric if and only if A and B commute that is AB equal to B. This is the question. Okay, right. So let us try to understand the question. Very simple question. If A and B are symmetric matrices means what? If A dash equal to A, then capital A, the matrix capital A is called symmetric matrix. A and B are symmetric matrices. B also symmetric matrix. What does it mean? B dash equal to B. Right? Okay. I will finish the reading the question. If A and B are symmetric matrices of the same order is same for both, then we have to prove that AB is symmetric. When if and only if A and B are commute. Commute means AB equal to B. So if AB equal to B, then prove that AB is symmetric, and one more condition is given: A and B are symmetric. A is symmetric, B is symmetric, AB equal to BA. A is symmetric, B is symmetric, AB equal to BA. Then prove that AB is symmetric. They have given in the question A and B both are symmetric. And what more they gave? AB equal to B. What we have to prove? AB is symmetric we have to prove. Right? A is one matrix, B is also one matrix, A into B, that also matrix only. Right? A into B is one matrix. A into B, AB. Okay. AB is one matrix. B is symmetric matrix means B dash equal to B. A is symmetric matrix means A dash equal to A. Capital X is symmetric matrix means X dash equal to X. AB is symmetric matrix means AB whole dash equal to AB. Right up? As per symmetric definition, point to be noted. How we have written this one? As per symmetric matrix definition. That is the thing we have to prove. Right? First of all, let us see what they have given solution. Since A and B are symmetric matrices, therefore A dash equal to A, B dash equal to B. Right? Next, what we have to prove? we have to prove that AB is a symmetric matrix. AB is, how can we prove that the given matrix is a symmetric matrix? We have to find the transpose for that. We have to find the transpose for that. If the answer is the given matrix, then we can say that given matrix is symmetric matrix. I think you did not remember. Capital A equal to 3, 2, 1, 5. This is symmetric matrix. How to find? We have to find A dash. Remember, point to be noted. We have to find A dash. Why we have to find A dash? Why? Because we are going to prove capital A is symmetric matrix. How can we prove means A dash equal to A? If A dash is equal to A means then we can say that A is symmetric matrix. So we have to find A dash. A dash. First row becomes the first column. Second row becomes the second column. 3, 5, 5. 3, 5, 5. This is A only. So A dash equal to A. Therefore A is symmetric. Now what I am doing? I am going to name this matrix as AB. I am going to name this matrix as AB. What's wrong? Nothing. You can name it as AB, right? So how can we prove that this matrix is symmetric? AB whole dash we have to find out. If AB whole dash is equal to AB, then we can say that AB is symmetric, right? So what we have to find? AB whole dash we have to find. So let us see what AB whole dash. Sir, in this question, they did not give A, they did not give B. What will you do by taking AB whole dash? They did not give, we are not taking. Sir, then how can you prove? They did not give, you are telling that you are also not taking, then how can we prove? There are some properties for complement. Transpose. Transpose properties are the AB whole dash equal to B dash A dash. Remember, AB whole dash equal to B dash A dash properties equal to okay, right. So B dash means B, A dash means A, right? From here only we have written. We did not drop those things, right? B A equal to. Sir, B A equal to A B. No. In matrix chapter, B A, A B both are not equal. Then how did you write? In the question they gave, see. In the question only they gave that AB equal to BA. For this question you consider AB equal to BA. That's why we have taken. Otherwise, in general, in matrix chapter, AB will not be equal to BA. Okay? So here we have right since given, otherwise that is better, given AB equal to BA or BA equal to AB, both are same. Therefore AB is symmetric. Answer over. While explaining the question, students may feel a bit bored after completion of, oh, this much only, it's very simple, right? Like this only this concept is. Same type of regarding symmetric concept questions. Two more questions are there. Let us see those concepts. Let us see those questions. Okay, let it like this only. These I will learn. Yeah. If A and B are symmetric matrices, next question. A and B are symmetric matrices means what is the first step? A dash equal to A, B dash equal to A. Right? If A and B are symmetric matrices, prove that. Prove that AB minus BA is AB minus BA is skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix. Okay. Right. AB minus BA is skew symmetric matrix. Remember that this is CET point also. A and B are symmetric matrices. Then AB minus BA is first option symmetric, second option skew symmetric, third option identity, fourth option null matrix. Something they will give. Remember this. This is CET formula. I can say we should not solve in CET level. You have to remember this. Right? Beginning A and B are symmetric matrices, so A dash equal to A, B dash equal to A. Given A comma B are symmetric matrices. Therefore A dash equal to A comma B dash equal to B. Right? A dash equal to A comma B dash equal to B. What we have to prove? This one, what we have to prove? Skew symmetric. How to prove a matrix is skew symmetric? For example, we have to prove capital A is skew symmetric. How to prove? Just prove that A dash equal to minus A. A dash equal to minus A. A is skew symmetric. B dash equal to minus B. Skew symmetric. C dash equal to minus C, C is skew symmetric. X dash equal to minus X, X is skew symmetric. AB whole dash equal to minus AB, AB is skew symmetric. AB whole dash equal to minus AB, AB is skew symmetric. ABCD is skew symmetric. ABCD whole dash equal to minus ABC. Then ABCD matrix is skew symmetric. AB minus BA is skew symmetric. How can you tell? AB minus BA whole dash equal to minus of AB minus B. Then we can say that AB minus BA is skew symmetric. Clear? Okay, now A matrix, B matrix, B matrix, A matrix. A into B, one matrix. B into A, one matrix. Matrix minus matrix, another matrix. 5 chocolates are there, 2 chocolates are there. Subtract 2 chocolates from 5 chocolates. What we get? 3. What we get? 3 chocolates only. Right? Biscuits won't come. So same. A is matrix, B is matrix. This complete is one matrix. B is one matrix, A is one matrix. This complete part is one matrix. Matrix minus matrix, another matrix. That another matrix we have to prove that skew symmetric. How can we prove? By taking transpose. Answer negative of that matrix. Then we can say that this is AB minus BA is skew symmetric. Clear? So we have to find this one. We have to prove this one. We have to find this one, prove this one. So AB minus BA whole dash equal AB minus BA whole dash. Just some time back I told that A is one matrix, B is one matrix, product of these two also one matrix. So consider it as X. Consider it as X, just for understanding purpose. B is one matrix, A is one matrix, consider it as Y. So it is X minus Y. X minus Y, again transpose matrix properties. A minus B whole dash equal x minus y whole dash equal to x dash minus y dash. X minus y whole dash equal to x dash minus y dash. What is x? A, b. What is y? b, a. Properties, transpose of the matrix properties. AB whole dash property, AB whole dash B dash A, AB whole dash, second one first one second, BA whole dash, second one first one second. That is the property. AB whole dash, B dash, A dash, BA whole dash, A dash, B dash. Okay, now equals to. I think this time you understood why we have it like that. Understood now? A dash equal to A, B dash equal to B, B dash equal to B dash equal to, right? Equals to. Take minus come. Sir, why unnecessarily minus come? It is looking good. But we don't want this one. It is looking good only, but we don't want this one. We want take minus common. Sir, how should we know that we have to take minus common? See here. See here what we want. AB minus BA whole dash equal to minus of AB minus BA. If it is possible to prove, then only we can say that AB minus BA is skew symmetric. Right? We have to try whether it is possible or not. If not, we have to say that therefore AB minus BA is not skew symmetric. If it is possible, yes, we can say that AB minus BA is skew symmetric. But we have to try. So take minus common. If you take minus common, AB minus BA will come. Let us check whether it is correct or not. Minus into AB minus AB, absolutely correct. Minus into minus BA plus BA, correct. So this is AB minus BA whole dash. Right? What we want, the same thing we got. Therefore, AB minus BA is skew symmetric. Skew symmetric matrix, right? In this method, one more last question in this method, last question. In this method. Show that the matrix B dash AB is symmetric or skew symmetric according as A is symmetric or skew symmetric. Symmetric or skew symmetric. Okay, according as A is symmetric or skew symmetric. Okay, show that the matrix B dash AB is symmetric. This complete part is symmetric or skew symmetric we have to prove. As per A is symmetric or skew symmetric. What does it mean? There are two questions. If A is symmetric, then we have to show that this matrix is symmetric. If A is skew symmetric, this matrix is skew symmetric. If this is symmetric, this also symmetric. If this is skew symmetric, this also skew symmetric. We have to prove, right? B dash matrix, A matrix, B matrix. If you multiply all those three, we get another matrix. How can we prove that another matrix? For example, consider it as C. How can we prove that C is symmetric? We have to find C dash. If the answer is C, it is symmetric. If the answer is minus C, then it is skew symmetric. Right? So here, first of all, what I am doing? B dash AB whole dash A. C dash we have to find out. C dash equal to C or minus C. C dash we have to find. What is C? C means this we have to consider. If you have confusion, you can start writing like C equal to B dash AB. Therefore, C dash equal to B dash AB equal to something equal to C. Therefore, B dash AB whole dash equal to B dash AB. Therefore, B dash AB is symmetric. Like that also you can. So, B dash AB whole dash we have to find. This you have to consider like this. This is like again property only. AB whole dash property, AB whole dash equal to B dash. Okay, now equal to B dash. Same like this is like A, B. A means we are considering B dash. A, B. A, B, whole dash, formula, B dash. B dash means B dash A dash. A means okay now. Consider this as A. Consider this as A. Consider this as B. AB whole dash equal to B dash A dash. B dash A dash. What is B? AB. B dash AB whole dash. A dash. What is A? A means B dash. A means B dash. We want A dash means for this again dash. Okay, now that's what we have written. Clear? Okay. Right. Equals to AB whole dash property B dash A dash. B dash A dash. B dash whole dash property B. A dash whole dash A. A dash whole dash is A. If you make transpose 2 times, the same matrix will come. What is the opposite of good? Bad. 1 time only. What is the opposite of bad? Good. Again the same thing will come. Same way. Okay. So B dash A dash B. Now this is B dash A B whole dash. Okay. Better call it as equation. If in the question there are in this actually 2 questions are there. If A is symmetric, what will happen? Symmetric. If A is skew symmetric, what will happen? This is skew symmetric. That's what we have to do. So up to here we got. Next, we have to take the cases. If A is symmetric, this thing will happen. If A is skew symmetric, equation 1 will become like this. If A is symmetric, equation 1 will become like this, then B dash AB is something, something. Next, if A is skew symmetric, then equation 1 becomes like this, then B dash AB is something, something. That we have to prove. That is the way of proving. So here, if A is symmetric, if A is a symmetric matrix, that is, A is symmetric matrix means what? A dash equal to A dash equal to A dash equal to, right? Then equation 1 implies B dash AB whole dash equal to B dash AB, B dash A dash is equal to A. Why? Because A we are considering a symmetric matrix. If A is a symmetric matrix, then B dash AB is a symmetric matrix. See, B dash AB, consider it as X. How can we prove that X is symmetric matrix? X dash equal to X, right? If X dash equal to X, then X is symmetric matrix. B dash AB is considered as X. X dash equal to X. X dash equal to X. Therefore, X is symmetric matrix. What is the X? B dash A. Okay, now, right? Next, if A is symmetric matrix, then this is the thing we got. If A is skew symmetric matrix, if A is skew symmetric matrix, that is A dash equal to minus A dash equal to minus A. So equation 1 becomes B dash AB whole dash equal to B dash A dash means minus A into B. No doubt you can write this minus in the beginning. No doubt you can write this minus in the beginning. So minus B dash AB. This is B dash AB whole dash. B dash AB whole dash. Sorry, B dash AB. How can we prove that B dash AB is skew symmetric? Find the transpose. Further, if the answer is negative, then it is skew symmetric. Consider B dash AB as X. How can we prove that X is skew symmetric? We have to find X dash. If the answer is minus X, then we can say that X is skew symmetric. We have to find X dash. If the answer is minus X, then we can say that X is skew symmetric. Therefore, X is skew symmetric. What is X? B dash A. Okay, right? It is symmetric, skew symmetric matrix. That's it. I think no problem, no doubt. I think. Okay, right. Now let us see the next question. With this type of questions over, symmetric, skew symmetric, this type of questions over. Almost we are going to finish the chapter. Just one working question is there. Two, three more questions are there. Let us see. Next question. So have you written the question or answer? It is question only, still not completed. We should write the solution. That's why I stopped writing with only one sub question. Second sub question is there. That we will discuss after completion of this. Okay? Let me explain the question. A manufacturer produces 3 products X, Y, Z. Products names are X, Y and Z. 3 products are there. 3 products. A manufacturer produces 3 products X, Y, Z which he sells in 2 different markets. In 2 different markets. One is in one circle, another one is another circle. 2 different markets. Market number 1, market number 1, market number 2. 2 different markets. Okay? 2 different markets. Annual sales are indicated below, like this. In first market, product X 10,000, product Y 2,000, product Z 18,000. In market 2, 6,000 products he got sale. He sold these 3 products. In market 2, 6,000 products. In my second market, product Y 20,000 products he sold. In second market, product Z 8,000 products he sold. Z product he sold 8,000. Okay. If the unit sale prices of X, Y and Z are something, 2 rupees 50 paise, 1 rupee 50 paise and 1 rupee respectively. What does it mean? Unit price means, for example, product X means, for example, pens. In first market, he can sell 10,000 products. each product costs, each unit sale price means each one single one. Indirectly, each pen costs 2 rupees 50 paise. Like that, pen costs 2 rupees 50 paise. Each pen costs 2 rupees 50. Unit sale price means each one costs. Okay. So X costs 2 rupees 50 paise, Y costs 1 rupee 50 paise, Z costs 1 rupee respectively. Find the total revenue in each market with the help of matrix algebra. I am going to stop the question here itself. Second sub question is there. After completion of this, I will go to second sub question. Remember that second sub question is also there, right? Okay. Solution. So manufacturer produces 3 products X, Y, Z. Directly I can go to converting the given data into matrix algebra. Okay, converting the given data. Otherwise, I will do market 1, market 2, separate simplification. That is, market 1, market 1, side heading, market 1, side heading. By data, by converting the data. By converting the given data into matrix algebra. Matrix algebra means we are speaking about only first market, right? Next, second market. First market, 10,000, 2,000, 10,000, 2,000 and 18,000. Okay. Otherwise, let us we can do both the things at a time. We can do both the things at a time. Unnecessarily write two times. Okay, I will do both at a time. Unnecessary waste of steps extra. By converting the given data into matrix algebra. We understand that this belongs to first market. Yeah. This belongs to second market. Yeah, we can understand. In the question only they gave. So I am writing at one place 6,000, 20 and 8. Okay. Product costs 2 rupees 50 paise and 1 rupee 50 paise and 1 rupee. Matrix multiplication equals to, that equals to, I will continue here, okay now, equals to, matrix multiplication. When we can multiply two matrices, first matrix order, what is the order for the first matrix? This is one matrix, this is one matrix, right? What is the order for this matrix? 2 rows, 3 columns. 2 rows, 3 columns. 2 rows, 3 columns, right? Second matrix, 3 rows, only 1 column. Rows, columns, rows, columns. Number of columns for the first matrix, number of rows for the second matrix, both should be same. Then only matrix multiplication is possible. Then what is the answer? Answer is 2 by 1 matrix. Already matrix multiplication already I finished long back only. We are going to finish the chapter also. Right. Let us multiply. First row, first column. Only 1 column is there. First row, this column. 10,000 into 2.50. 10,000 into 2.50 plus 2,000 into 1.50. You multiply on your own. Why? Because you know already matrix multiplication. You start multiplying. You don't need to wait for my explanation. 18,000 into 1. Try without using calculator, you can solve easily. Immediately don't start searching for calculator. Simple simplifications these are. 2.50. So how can we multiply these points are there? How can we multiply? See, you will get easy. 10,000 into 2 times 10,000 into 2 times 20,000. 10,000 into half time means 5,000. 20,000 plus 5,000, 25,000. Okay now. 2,000 into 1 time 2,000. 2,000 into half time 50 means 1 by 2. 2,000 into half time means 1,000. Means how much it is? 3,000. Plus 80,000, that is best. Listen. Next, 6,000 into 2, 12. 6 in 6,000 half, 3. 12 plus 3, 15. Okay now. 20,000 into 1.5. 20,000 into 1, 20,000. 20,000, half of 20,000, 10. Is 30,000 it is. That is 8. Equals to, calculate is not necessary. Just appearance is very big. Nothing is there. Instead of wasting for searching calculator, you can finish already. Right. 3 zeros, 3 zeros, 3 zeros. Leave it afterwards. Leave it means afterwards we see. 25 plus 3, 28. 28 plus 18, 28 plus 18. 8, 8, 16, 46. 15 plus 3, 15, 3 zeros, 3 zeros, 3 zeros. 15 plus 30, 45. 45 plus 8, 53. So what is the meaning? What does it mean? What does it mean? What it gives? In first market, 46,000 amount he got. In second market, he got 53,000 amount he got. The revenue got by a manufacturer. The revenue got by the manufacturer. In first and second markets. As how much? 46,000 and 53,000. Right? This is the answer for the first sub-question. Second sub-question I will write now. Second sub-question I will write now. Second sub-question. If the unit costs about 3 commodities are carried, if the unit costs of the about 3 commodities are 2 rupees, 1 rupee, and 50 paise means 0.50. Respectively. Find the gross profit. Find the gross profit. Okay. Find the gross profit. This is the question. Better I will rub this one, but I have to keep this data as data because we need at the end to For this purpose, we need material. Okay, right. If the unit costs of the above three commodities, three products, commodities in sense products, for those three products, cost is different. To cost, not cast, cost. Cost is different. 2 rupees product X, 1 rupee product Y, 50 paise product Z. If it costs like this, like that, then what will be the change in the amount? That we have to find. This data will be as it is. This working will be as it is. First product costs 2 rupees. Second product costs 1 rupee. Third product costs 0.5. Let us multiply. First row, first column, 2, 1, 0.5. 2, 1, 0.5. Same type of multiplication. You can solve that one, this one as actually. Okay. Next, second row, first column, 2 rupees, 1 rupee, and 0.5. Okay, now simple multiplication. 2 rupees, 20,000. 1 rupee, 2,000. 18,000. Half of 18,000 is 9,000. Okay. 6,000 into 1,000. 20,000 into 20,000. 8,000. Half of 8,000 is 4. 20 plus 2, 22 plus 9, 31. 12 plus 20, 32 plus 4, 36. See the difference? With respect to this rate, he got this much. With respect to this, he got this much. With respect to this, he got this much. Now what we have, right? We have to find the gross profit. Therefore, gross profit in first market is first market 46,000, first market 31,000, 46,000 minus 31,000 equal to 15,000. Next, therefore, gross profit, second market also you have to know. Gross profit in second market is second market 53,000 minus 36,000 equal to 17,000, I think. Yeah, 17,000. 14 plus 3, 17,000. Right? This is the answer. So, with this chapter is not over. Still, 3 more objective questions are there. One very small mathematical induction question is there. One more small mathematical induction question is there that we missed in the last class. Okay, now I will teach what is there. Mathematical induction question. Now means in next class I will teach. One mathematical induction question, very small, very small. Name is mathematical induction question, but not like that much very lengthy. Those questions were very lengthy. This one, prove that something a power n equal to 3 power n minus 1 3 equal to very lengthy. Those are. Writing itself is very lengthy. Okay, not like that. This is very simple, very small. Nothing is there to prove. Nothing is there to prove, but we have to prove something very seriously. Such type of question that is. Right? Let us see in the next class. Thank you very much.